Welcome to another 2025 Xadv 750 video, and what we're going to be discussing is this space underneath the seat, which isn't really that big. It is big, but it isn't big. What can you fit in there? And the main thing you want to fit in there is one of these, a helmet. Oh yeah, don't forget to subscribe. So I've got a little selection here. I've got 5 helmets, and we're going to see which ones, if any, actually fit inside that hole. Right, so we're going to start off with, this is an Arai Quantum V. It's quite an old helmet now, and although it's got a little mount on there, it's basically a standard helmet. So as far as I can tell, it's just going to go in so that the visor's poking up. Let me just try the other way just for the sake of it. So it looks actually as though possibly visor in is the way to go. Seems to be more space if you go visor in. So visor in, can you close it? Yes you can, and it was easy to close, no problem. Open it back up. So Arai owners, I'd say the shells of these helmets are pretty much the same as they have always been. So I would say an Arai, almost any model of the Arais, that's a win. We're going to go with a win for the Arai. Let's pop this out of the way. Now let's choose what's next. So this is a Schuberth C3 Pro. So this is one of these flip lids. We're going to close it up. We're going to go the same visor in, same as the Arai, and I can tell you straight away, that's a win. So that's and it's not pressing up from the underneath on the seat. There's plenty of room for that in there. So that's a win for the Arai and the Schuberth. Now, what we got now? I've got an HJC. It's an I-30, I believe. Yes, an I-30, which is one of these helmets that doesn't have a chin bar. So it's an open face. And let's try this one then. So again, we'll go with the visor in. I can tell you, no problems. So there we go. So if any of you people were wondering what helmets, if any, fit in there, so far we are winning on pretty much everything. And this is actually my daughter's helmet. It's a rather nice looking, there you go. It's a C91. It's an HJC C91. And it's brand new. It's only been worn once. Whoa. So we'll make sure we don't break it. And that, be gentle. So actually, considering that's an extra small, the shell size of it is very similar to my medium Schuberth, I'll be honest, especially when you see it inside there. It's quite a bit higher than the other helmets here, but nonetheless, she fits in there. So that's a win for this HJC, what was it again? It says it somewhere. C91, HJC C91. Now, this is my current helmet of choice, the Airoh Commander 2, and this normally comes with a peak as well, so it's got a peak on their front there, and unfortunately I've got a little chin mount on there, so that is definitely going to be a bit of a problem if we try and put it in front ways. Oh dear, doesn't fit. And the question would be, would it fit without this little modification on the front? So what I'm going to do is, will I get it off without a spanner? What I'm going to do is, I'll just quickly go and whip that off, and I'm also going to take this little bit here off, and then we'll see whether that fits in without the spoiler, and then maybe if it does fit, try it with the spoiler. So bear with me a second. Right, there's a second gone by. So took the little mount off the front and the little piece off the top. So Let's see. Ooh, look, oh, it's a little bit, I've got to give it a little bit of a push, but actually she's in there, and I wasn't expecting that to fit. And that's because I've been trying to put it in this way around each time. And of course, it's a bit of a fail that way. So I actually made a comment on a Facebook post the other day that this doesn't fit in, but I'm gonna have to go back and change that because it definitely does fit in there. So there we go, I'm quite happy about that. The question will be is, what if I put the peak on? So let's just sort of line the peak up. It goes on there like so, with a little screw majig in there. I'll just do that sort of finger tight. And obviously it mounts on the side there, but just for the sake of this little video, let's pop that in there. And I would say, you know what? I'm gonna say that fitted. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, I am, I'm 100% sure. That even fits with the peak in it. So there you go. If you wanted to know if any helmets or what helmets fit inside this Honda, I'm pleased to tell you that I would say pretty much all helmets are going to fit in there. Although there was a discussion on the Facebook forum there about these kind of ADV helmets and which ones do and which ones don't fit inside that area, and a lot of people were saying that there aren't any. So let's expel that myth and say that we're quite happy to announce that the Airoh 2 does fit in there. So thanks for watching, see you in the next one. For the context of the video, all of my helmets are a size medium with the exception of my daughter's helmet, which is an extra small, just to sort of make sure that everybody understands I'm only trying this space out on a medium size helmet, okay?